little toes, 10 little fingers, and rosy lips to make a perfect pose. Welcoming a newborn into the world is a beautiful experience beyond imagination. We may never forget the moment we see the newborn for the first time. Newborn photos are family treasures that we cherish for generations. A warm welcome to our special guest, Ms. Saranya, a certified newborn photographer who specializes in baby wrapping and styling. Ma'am extends her services to family shoots and maternity shoots as well. On behalf of our school management, teachers, and students, I take the privilege of welcoming you. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Saranya, and as you all know, I'm a photographer at BBMO. It's an opportunity for me to share a glimpse of my photography experience with you all. Since childhood, it's always my passion towards photography, but I didn't materialize it until my second kid was born. So after his birth, I used to click a lot of pictures with my phone. So that's when I realized, okay, I can start something related to this. So I enrolled myself in photography class. Then I knew I'm going to take this as a profession. So I did many workshops related to baby styling, wrapping, and I did minimal, wrapping techniques. I attended many workshops related to it. So that's the story of how BBMO started. For me, every day and every session with my clients is a learning experience, and I still learn new techniques, like anything related to hello Kannada, welcome. So that's it. So I finally thank Kannada, Revtika and Sridevi for this opportunity. I'm so glad that I'm here today. Thank you. So you can go ahead with the questions.
Is there any specialized course to become a child photographer?
Yes, there is. You can go for both online and offline courses available. There are many workshops conducted all over the world. You can refer through YouTube. There are so many photographers, they take workshops. You can check on that. Thank you.
Is newborn photography license mandatory?
No, there's no proper license or certification, but you should always know about the safety measures before you handle a baby.
Is there a consultation and planning of details for a session beforehand, ma'am?
Yes, definitely. So when you book a client, you just can't walk in without any proper planning, right? So I always ask for preferences from the clients, and I also send reference images. So beforehand, I plan everything. And there won't be any last minute surprises. So everything should be planned properly before you plan a session.
Ma'am, what is the age of baby when you take the picture, ma'am?
It's for newborn, because I do both sitter session. I do take babies from newborn to 8 years. So if it is newborn, there should be age limit of 5 days to 15 days. So once the baby grows more, their flexibility reduces. So you can't wrap the baby just like that. So it's between 5 days to 15 days the ideal time for newborn photography.
How long does a newborn photography take place, ma'am?
Okay, thank you. So it takes between 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Since it is a baby, you can't generally predict, okay, 2.5 hours you can't predict. So when the baby cries, you have to leave time for the baby to settle. So only then you can start a session. So it generally takes between 2.5 hours to 3 hours.
Ma'am, what are the safety measures you take before wrapping a baby?
Okay, so safety is the first priority when you handle a child. So you should always support. I have a baby, so I'll just show you. Dummy baby. I just can't carry a newborn baby. So this is a dummy baby. So this is how I practice at home. So even if it is a dummy baby, you should always make sure you support this region. So it's neck and the body. So this region, it's always should be supported. And the torso. You can handle it however you want. Once if this is supported, you can take them however you want. So it's the first thing you have to be very, very aware of handling. So that's it. So,
Ma'am, how do you manage to work with newborn babies, ma'am?
just passion and patience.
Do you think personal skills are essential for child photographer compared to other styles of photography?
I don't think there's any personal skill required, but you should keep on updating. ஒரு ஸ்டைல் கற்றுட்டு ஓகே ஐ ஃபாலோ த சேம் ஸ்டைல்ஸ் த்ரூ அவுட் த ஷூட் எல்லாம் யூ கான் டூ பிகாஸ் எவ்ரி ஸ்டைல் யூ நீட் யூனிக் பிக்சர்ஸ் ரைட் ஸோ யூ ஷுட் கீப் ஆன் அப்டேட்டிங் தட்ஸ் த திங் யூ நீட்.
Ma'am, are there any constraints in shooting when a baby is premature or have any birth complication?
Okay. So there's no constraints, but you should be extra conscious while handling premature babies. So I do simple and minimal styles for those babies, not wrapping them too much. Because anyways they're going to be very tiny, so you can't just wrap it like a normal babies do. So I do very minimal styles for those babies.
Ma'am, what made you choose child photography?
Okay, all credit goes to my kids.
What is your favorite photography, ma'am?
Sorry,
What is your favorite style of photography, ma'am?
that's what newborn. So are you asking about wrapping styles?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll show you. Okay, I'll finish it. Let me finish all the questions and then I'll start. I'll wrap it for you then.
How do you ensure the safety of the newborn during the photography session?
That's what you should always support this neck area and the torso part. These two portions are well supported. You can carry the baby however you want. You can carry them like this. You can put it like this. Anything. So make sure this part and this part is like well supported.
Ma'am, who or which inspired you?
That's what all credit goes to my kids. That's when I even realized that I'm going to take this as a passion.
Do you use any modern cameras and what are the specifications?
Okay, so I use Sony A7 IV. The reason why I chose that camera is this is good for both videography and photography. And since I take kids, I need a lot of very good options in autofocus. So that model is very good for autofocus. This one has got very good eye and face detection options, so I chose that.
Ma'am, do you follow any type of techniques? If so, can you name a few?
Techniques in the sense, I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
Any like how you wrap them or like
Yeah, that's what
how
I'll
you
demonstrate for you.
How you like techniques means how do you usually make your style?
I always keep it minimal. The supportive elements should support the main subject. They shouldn't a very clumsy and you'll be like searching for the main subject. So always keep it minimal and simple. The photos will look good.
What if the baby doesn't settle or sleep? Will it affect your duration of the session?
Definitely. So you have to wait until the baby settles. So once it took 7 hours for me to complete a session. You won't believe me, it took 7 hours in my initial days to complete my shoot. So you have to wait until the baby settles.
Ma'am, so like what are the difficulties you face every time you take a photography? Like if the consumer doesn't like the photos you take like that, ma'am. No offense.
Okay. So that's what, there shouldn't be any last minute surprise for the clients. You should always be well planned and should be like, you should have a good communication with the client before you even start a shoot. So I always plan my sessions, I always discuss with teams before I even start packing for my shoot. That's it, you should have a good planning.
Ma'am, what do you do to stop the baby to cry? What do you do?
You can pacify them, you can pat them, you can wrap them.
Ma'am, what obstacles did you face in this profession?
As for now, I didn't face any obstacles. It's going good, thankfully. Thanks to God.
How many years are you doing this one?
It's been 2.5 years. My son is 3. I started studying when he was 6 months, I guess. So I did course for 1 year. Then I started. It's been 2.5 years.
Ma'am, so initially if someone is starting this baby photography as a career, he or she is starting from the scratch. What should be their first step?
You should have a good subject knowledge. So you should know about the child, how it will tell you in all possible ways if they don't like it. If I start wrapping the baby, if he or she didn't like it, they'll automatically communicate with you. So you should know all the baby signs, should have a good subject knowledge. That's the main thing before you start anything. It's not only baby. You can go for any genre of photography. If it's like wildlife, you should know about the animals, climatic conditions, everything. So it's not only baby. You get into anything, you should have a good subject knowledge. It's the first thing you need to know about.
Mom, besides your profession, how do you feel each time when you get a newborn baby in your hand?
It's always a unique experience. That's what I told you, no? Every day and every session with my clients is a unique experience. It's a learning experience for me. So, like, 2.5 years, okay, I know everything, so you can't go. So every day you have to like start, learn and then go. So I'll be like checking a lot of videos related to this. So we have to keep on updating. Or the theme you can't copy the next theme. Like, it's easier to so you have to keep updating yourself.
Which photography you struggle most?
I think newborn. Because full handling நம்ம கையில இருக்கும். நாம தான் பார்த்துக்கணும். For like 6 months baby இருந்தா parents பார்த்துப்பாங்க, போய் உட்கார்ந்து வச்சுட்டு அவங்க எடுத்துக்கலாம். So newborn is like complete control over you, right? So you should be always keep your fingers crossed until you finish the sleep.
What age of babies do you prefer to work with?
It's always easy to take a picture between 6 months to 9 months. Because they'll have very less movement. So it's very easy to click a picture. The most difficult age group is between 3 years to 5 years. Because we ask them to sit, they'll jump, that's it. So there's no control over them. Okay, I'll start questioning them. So who all likes to click a picture? So when was the last time you clicked a picture? Yesterday. Okay. So what was the picture? Yourself or landscape? What all you like to do?
Taking nature.
Sorry?
Taking nature.
Nature. You? Yourself. So, sorry?
Memorable moments.
Sorry?
Memorable moments.
Memorable moments. So it's generally yourself and landscapes, right? So does anyone even observe while clicking a picture? Observe the surroundings or anything? Just go click a picture, that's it, right? Is it true? So you observe and click a picture? So what all you observe?
Mom, I see the background, if
Exactly.
it's good, and the clarity of the picture.
Clarity depends on your own gadget. So what all you observe other than background? Okay, observe in background.
In background, there should not be any disturbance in the middle.
Exactly. Then what all you observe? Lighting. Then very good. That's it, right? So when you click a picture, if it is a good or bad, there'll be like main subject and the supporting elements in the subject. So should always, if it is like self-portrait, should always search for a very good neat backdrop. If it is too clumsy, your eyes will fall into that. So you'll be searching for a main subject. So make sure always go for a plain backdrop when you click a picture. If it is landscape, again you have to check the lighting. Should be like wide angle. Portrait now you should go for vertical format. If it is landscape, you should go for horizontal format. Do you get my point?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll start wrapping. Okay. So this is the basic wrap cloth. It's an flexible and elastic cloth. We always prefer elastic cloth because it will keep the baby secure and the baby won't be able to move. If it is like non-elastic cloth, they easily come out of the wrap. So always go for elastic wraps. So dummy baby so even if it's dummy baby, நம்ம எப்பவுமே வந்து இந்த ரீஜன்ல பழங்கினா மட்டும்தான் பேபியை ஹேண்டில் பண்ணும்போது வரும். So I'll teach you some very basic wrap. hands and toe wrap. So only the hands and toes will be seen. That's it. Carry the baby over you want. Support this part and this part. That's it. Goes like this, however you want. You wanna carry it? Just a baby, just a baby. That's it. That's it. So anything else?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. So, when a painting is done, only the artist will know the efforts that he has put into it. Same goes with the poet. Likewise, photography is an art. Is there any picture that you have took that you cherished and loved the most? You'll be in a state where you admire your own skills, but others will not feel the same way about the same picture. You know, you'll put a lot of efforts into a picture and you will love it, but others won't know the beauty and the efforts that you have put into it. So, was there any situations like that?
Yeah, many situations.
Can you describe the photo and the situation?
Sure. I'll show you the photo.
Yes.
Okay. So there was this photo. So நான் எடுத்து முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஐ வாஸ் திங்கிங் ஓ நான் நல்லா பண்ணிட்டேன் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த கலர் தீம் சூஸ் பண்ணது எல்லாமே கஸ்டமர் தான். ஸோ என்கிட்ட விட்டுட்டாங்க ஓகே கோ ஃபார் திஸ் கலர் தீம்னு சொல்லிட்டு விட்டுட்டாங்க. ஸோ நான் பயங்கர ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி பயங்கர ஹோம்ஒர்க்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு அங்கே போய் பண்ணி முடிச்சுட்டு ஐ வாஸ் திங்கிங் ஓகே நீ ப்ரோ ஆகிட்டேன் அவ்வளோதான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நினச்சிட்டு வீட்டுக்கு போயாச்சு. அப்போ they didn't comment anything. ஸோ வீட்டுக்கு போனதுக்கப்புறம் ஐ காட் அ மெசேஜ். நான் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ண மாதிரி இது கொஞ்சம் வரல, நம்ம இன்னொரு தடவை பண்ணலாமா, இல்லை நீங்கள் தான் சொன்னீங்க இந்த கலர் சூஸ் பண்ணீங்க ஸோ நான் இது பண்ணிட்டேன், ஏன் உங்களுக்கு இதில் என்ன பிடிக்கல அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது இல்லை எனக்கு பேபி வந்து இது சப்போர்ட் பண்ணல இந்த கலர்ஸ் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் வந்துட்டு கண்ணெல்லாமே இங்கே தான் போகுது என்னவோ சொன்னாங்க அப்புறம் எங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கல ஸோ இட் டுக் so much time for me to convince them. So this was one moment. நான் பயங்கர நல்லா எடுத்துட்டேன் அவ்வளோதான் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கும் போது வந்துட்டு அப்படியே ஃப்ளாப். ஸோ யூ டோன்ட் நோ நாம் ரொம்ப அட்மையர் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்போம். அப்புறம் அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே லைக் நல்லாவே இல்லை சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ ஒரு போச்சு ஓகே நல்லா இருக்கு நார்மலாக இருக்கும்போது வா யூ டிட் மேஜிக் இன் யுவர் ஹேண்ட்ஸ் ஐ டென்ட் பிலீவ் நாங்கள் எங்கள் பேபியா இது அப்படின்னு இருக்கும். ஸோ யூ ஷுட் பி லைக் ஓப்பன் டு கஸ்டமர்ஸ். ஓகே என்ன சொன்னாலும் ஓகேன்னு எடுத்துக்கிறோம். இட்ஸ் ஆல் அ லேர்னிங் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ரைட்.
Thank you. Now, what are the technical qualifications required to make a baby photography?
Okay, the first thing you can learn to use the gadget, this camera, you need to learn about lighting. Yes. So, இதெல்லாம் வெல்வர்ஸ் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் நீங்க எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் சூஸ் பண்ண போறீங்க இட் இஸ் லைக் எனி சார்ட் லேண்ட்ஸ்கேப் ஆகட்டும் வைல்ட் லைஃப் ப்ராடக்ட் பேபி வெட்டிங் எதா இருந்தாலும் அந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் பத்தி கொஞ்சம் தெரியணும். ஸோ இப்போ இஃப் இட் இஸ் நியூ பார்ன் ஹேண்ட்லிங் தெரியணும், wrapping, lighting. So இதெல்லாமே தெரிஞ்சாதான் you can start. Then you need a lot of practice and patience. to keep practicing daily. Almost it will take another take 1 hour for me to sit and practice. Thank you. And one more thing, we should know about good color theory also. In the color combo, you should know. You should be able to judge that. So you should
Have artistic mindset.
not only that, should keep checking for all the photos. Pathoni the good photo, bad photo, and every solo. Should keep looking at the other photographers' pictures also.
What makes you the most happiest in job?
Handling a baby. What more you want? You get to meet so many babies in a lifetime, right? So that's it. And I get so many friends and families meeting those people.
Ma'am, on a scale of 0 to 10, how difficult will you rate your job? Since handling infants is not easy.
Okay. So one baby, they'll just sleep just like that. For 5-10 minutes, sometimes I told you it took 7 hours for me to complete. So sleep every day is a learning thing. So you can't just tell me, okay, wait, because wedding you can predict, other food product you can predict, but babies you can't predict. So they'll just give you surprises. So you'll be open to everything.
Thank you for your response.
Thank you.
Ma'am, the newborn babies cry easily, but they don't smile always. How do you make them smile for you kids?
They don't smile. It's called frowning. So they will not smile. So they'll be in their own world. They just frown. It's called frowning. They might. So just a chance. If you get, it's lucky. Can't show them pictures or like comedy funny. You can't make them smile, no? Even older babies you can't do. The more difficult, they'll just look at it. They won't smile. So it's very, very, very difficult to make them smile. Yeah, that's why 6 to 9 months is the easy thing because they naturally smile.
Ma'am, have you went out of station for your job?
I traveled to Enroll, Coimbatore and Tirupur, in and around Coimbatore. Not very far.
Which is the most blessed of
Every day when I still think that's my best photo. And then the next day comes, I click a picture, that will be my next best photo. So you can't stop with one photo.
Or you get any support for lighting?
Yeah, because with babies you can't go outdoor and take a picture, right? So I always take a artificial light with me. So I make it soft and then use it for babies. So you can't just like that you can't use light on babies, no? So I diffuse them and then use the light on babies. So that's why we get a big umbrella, like octa umbrella. Be very big of this size, this whole size. So we get that, diffuse that, so light will enter the umbrella, it will get reflected and then it will fall on the baby. So the light will be very soft, won't affect the baby.
Ma'am, do you use any latest technologies for your child photography?
In camera, we have good autofocus options, face and reduction options, and wireless battery operated lights are available. Because we might choose these areas because so dark we won't mind the lighting for newborn baby. Anyways, we are using artificial lights. No? So it's better to get wireless lights. Because that area we don't know, because we do travel to their place. No, we don't know if they have like plug points. There may be a power cut also. So it's better to get wireless battery operated lights.
Ma'am, so what led you to this much big success?
Patience. Patience, and you have to like continuously learn about it. You can't just stop with one thing. You have to like keep on updating yourself.
What are the materials or equipments used for a photo shoot?
You need a camera, you need a light, you need a good backdrop, then supporting elements. If it is a baby, okay, just can't go, just keep the baby, right? Depends on the theme. Need a flower, need a leaf, depends on the theme. You need a main subject is the baby, right? So you need a baby, a camera, light, and a supporting element, and a backdrop. These are the main elements.
Mom, you told you had a 7-hour experience with a baby. So how was that experience and why it took a lot of time to take that particular picture?
Okay. The baby itself is a big baby. It was around 45 days. So I convinced them it's very difficult, but they didn't. It's my own friend's baby, so she didn't allow me. So I went there. He was super cranky that day. I don't know, but he was very cranky. The moment I touched him, he'll start crying. So I don't know how to I tried all possible ways to pacify him, but he didn't even sleep that day. So it took so much time for me to see. Only when the baby drifts to deep sleep, you can start. Okay, தூங்கிட்டாங்க லைட்டா தொட்டா கூட they'll get up. So we should wait patiently until the baby is in deep sleep. That's why it took so long for me to finish.
Ma'am, is it necessary that we need to take photos of the baby only when they sleep?
For newborn, yes. Because only when they close their eyes, it will be nice. கண்ணு அவங்க அவ்வளோ ஒன்றும் திறக்க மாட்டாங்க. அப்படியே இருந்தாலும் they won't look into your camera, right? So they'll be looking somewhere else. So it won't be nice. It's always advisable to put the baby to sleep and then take a picture. Or else they won't cooperate also. They'll be moving and they won't like to get wrapped. So it's always preferable to take a picture when they sleep. Especially only for newborn, you can make them sleep.
Ma'am, the way you wrap this artificial baby itself tells that your passion is your profession now. So how's that feeling?
It's going good.
Very happy.
Very, very happy. So once if you follow your passion, you'll be automatically happy with your profession. If luckily I have my profession as my passion. So that's it.
Mom, so as a photographer, you would have taken a lot of pictures, like plants, animals, nature, etc. Can you have one? It was your hobby, right?
I have to click a picture of myself, my niece, my cousins, but I'm not used to clicking pictures of going outside and taking landscapes. I always prefer taking human faces, not the nature photos.
Okay, ma'am. So did you get the title a child photographer because of your own attraction and will to get involved in this field, or was it because of others complimenting you about these specific pictures that you take about the children?
So I told you, right, I started with photographing my own kids. So that's when I realized, okay, I'm கொஞ்சம் decent photo எடுக்கிறேன். Okay, let me get into this. Because I was not doing anything. I was we run a bakery. ஸோ அங்கேயும் போக மாட்டேன். சும்மா கிட்ஸை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கும்போது வந்துட்டு ஓகே லெட் மீ ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல வந்து ஐ டிசைடட் ஓகே நம்ம பண்ணணும். யூ டூ சம்திங் டு கீப் மீ ஆக்குபைட், டு கீப் மீ ஃபினான்ஷியலி இண்டிபெண்டன்ட். ஓகே லெட் மீ ஸ்டார்ட் சம்திங் அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கும் போது தட்ஸ் த பாயிண்ட் இட்ஸ் ட்ரை டு டூ ஃபோட்டோகிராஃபி. Then I learned. Then I started taking pictures of my kids. So that's when it started. Then 6 months I have no clue that I'm gonna go deeply into newborn and maternity. So ingengala babies usually you have relatives or kids அப்படில இருக்கும்போது வந்துட்டு ஃபோன்ல எடுத்துட்டு இருப்பேன். ஓகே நல்லாதான் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி I got those compliments. Okay, let me invest in a good camera அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு I started my journey.
What editing software would you use for your finished photos?
Use Enroll, Living, Lightroom.
Ma'am, I know you're very patient with babies and all, but haven't ever got to a point that you feel frustrated?
If you love your job, you will never get frustrated.
Ma'am, how many years did you take to study the photography?
To learn lighting and camera, it took 1 year. Side by side, I was learning this baby thing also. So it totally took 1.5 years to learn. And I'm still learning. I'll never stop. I'll be learning.
If you struggle to come to do this job, you struggle to come to do this job.
That's what, if you love your passion, if you love your profession, you'll never struggle. You'll always love to do it and you'll always love to learn it.
Ma'am, did you have any ambition before you want to do photography?
Okay. I never thought I'll get into this profession. Let me tell you a good story about me. Till 12th, I have no idea what I'm going to do in future. So 12th முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் I had only one option. I want to be, என்னோட பேரண்ட்ஸோட ஆப்ஷன் வந்து you have to choose engineering no matter what. So college you have to get in. You can choose a profession. சரி போய் பார்த்துட்டு I decided okay இதில் எது ஈஸியாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னு பார்த்துட்டு I chose BTech Fashion Technology. Okay. சரி BTech Fashion Technology பண்ணிடலாம் because we also run a garment factory. சரி அதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அது பண்ணினேன். முடிச்சுட்டு என்ன பண்ணுறது, they didn't allow me for job. சரி அதுவும் இல்லை, சரி என்ன பண்ணலாம் அடுத்தது நெக்ஸ்ட். ஓகே let me do a international business course. Then I studied that. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் they got me married. Then I had 2 kids. ஸோ என்ன பண்ணுறேன்னு தெரியறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே my life was almost complete. இது முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் then I thought of okay என்ன ப்ரொஃபஷன் யோசிக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கும் போது I can't do 9 to 5 job. ஸோ வேற என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது I listed என்னென்னலாம் பண்ணலாம், எனக்கு பிடிச்சி பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு பண்ணும்போது வந்துட்டு like I shortlisted few things. Okay, I thought this will work for me. Then I started. ஸோ எடுத்தோன்னையும் வந்துட்டு ஓகே இதுதான் நான் பண்ண போறேன்னு you can't do. அதனால தான் உங்கள் ஸ்கூல் when Kannana I was talking to him, he was telling me about your workshops. Every Saturday you used to have like workshops, right? Please make a use of it. Should know what all skills there is available. So adula ungalku edhu pidichirukko you follow that. We didn't have that option when we were in school days. So adnala you have like so many options available in your hand, so you can pick them and then go for it.
If someone is your inspiration?
Myself.
Mom, did your family support to this profession?
Yeah, they do now. Initially, they didn't even think that I'll be like so passionate, so involved, so dedicated. நான் எப்போ சொல்ற மாதிரி இன்னும் ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கா, சரி பார்க்கலாம் எவ்வளோ நேரம் போகுதுன்னு அப்படின்னா they also thought. But now they are like full supportive because I travel, right? So that time they'll take care of my kids. So நான் எதுவும் யோசிக்கவே தேவையில்லை. ஓகே இது போறா, ஓகே let me take care of the kids. யாராவது பின்னாடி ஒரு பேக் சிஸ்டம் இருந்தால் மட்டும்தான் you can, without a second thought you can go. So that's it. I have a good support system, thankfully.
And how much do you charge for the picture, ma'am?
For picture?
Like one big picture like that.
Okay. So we won't charge based on a picture. Based on a theme, you can charge. How much do you think I charge? How much do you think?
I'm not sure, ma'am. Depends how much hard work you do.
Okay, I usually charge 25 to 30 for a session.
Whether you have any specific lens for child photography?
Okay. So wide range is used for landscapes. So for portrait, you go for 75 mm lens. I have zoom lens. So it's between 28 to 75. That's the lens I use as of now. Because 50 is the ideal lens used for newborn. But since I do portraits, so I go for 75 also. So it's between 55 to 75 is my lens. I use the most. The lens I use the most. I use zoom lens. I don't go for prime. Prime now, lens or a focal length will be fixed. You can't change that. If it is 50 mm, it's going to be 50 mm. Nama vandu maathave mudiyadhu. If it is like zoom lens, you can like zoom it 20 to 30 abila or focal length kuduthirundanga you can zoom in and out. So that's the reason I choose zoom lens.
Can you suggest any camera for the beginners who take child photography?
You can start with your phone. Actually, gadgets எதுவுமே கிடையாது. நீங்க வந்து ஒரு டாப் அண்ட் மாடல் எடுத்தாலும் இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி தி சேம் பிக்சர், அண்ட் ஒரு பேசிக் ஒரு இது எடுத்தாலும் இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி தி சேம் பிக்சர். unless you make use of the gadget, if you have like good knowledge, only then the picture will be good. ஏன்னா எவ்வளோதான் பெரிய 10 லட்சம் ரூபாய்க்கு கேமரா வாங்கினாலும் அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். 50,000 ரூபாய்க்கு எடுத்து பண்ணாலும் இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி there will be like difference இருக்கும். So it's up to you to make use of the gadget.
From whom and And where did you learn the photography?
Okay, I learned in various places. One, to start with camera, I learned in Srini Photo Center. And into baby, I did both online and offline course. Online, I did in Kelly. She's from Australia. Her name is Kelly Brown, and you can even check her videos in YouTube. She puts lots of videos related to this. Offline, I learned in Mommy Shots.
Mom, so any inspiring words to proceed our future from you?
Follow your passion. And ஒரு நாள் பண்ணிட்டு okay எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிச்சு you shouldn't stop. Should keep learning. Should keep updating and follow your passion. The things will automatically fall into your place.
Thank you.
Mom, which is the best picture you have ever made?
That's what every day I should know. That's the best picture of the day. Next day I take a new picture. That will be the best picture. So I won't stop with single picture. Every day I take is the best picture. I will not stop with one picture. The once if you think that's the best picture, you'll automatically stop. You won't improve.
Mom, where do you prefer to take pictures, like inside your studio or outside?
With newborn, you can't use. Generally, advisable to take indoor because of the sunlight. It will be too harsh, So for newborns, advisable to take indoor. Generally, I prefer indoor because you can control the lights, So outdoor, everything is unpredictable. You can't judge the light. You can't predict anything. So indoor, I can control the lights. Since I use artificial lights, I control them. So everything will be in my control. So I prefer always indoor shoots.
Mom, would you like to tell something extra about this?
So what all you want to know? Anything related to photography or baby photography? So and one more thing, I don't do editing. I outsource it from people. I'm still learning editing. So without having a proper knowledge, it's not advisable to do business, right? So I still outsource editing and then give the pictures. So I'm still learning that. I never stop with எல்லாம் தெரியும் நம்ம எப்பவுமே நினைக்கவே கூடாது. Keep on updating yourself, keep on learning. It's the main thing to achieve in your life, and follow your passion.
Ma'am, what is the name of this studio, ma'am, and how did you get that idea of taking that name?
Okay, my photography name is Baby Amor. Baby Amor. So for 1 lakh names na paathirupen. So எங்கேயும் வந்துட்டு ரிப்பீட் ஆகாத நேம்ஸ் பார்க்கணும், அப்புறம் சம்திங் ரிலேட்டட் டு மை ப்ரொஃபஷன் இருக்கணும். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் பார்த்து தான் நான் வந்து நேம் சூஸ் பண்ணேன். அமோர் இஸ் லாட்டின் இஃப் நாட் ராங். இட்ஸ் லவ். தி மீனிங் இஸ் லவ். ஸோ ஓகே, சூஸ் பண்ணலாம். சூஸ்.
Mom, did you get any awards?
We are waiting for it. நான் அவ்வளோ கமர்ஷியலாக ஆரம்பிக்கல. ஹோப்ஃபுல்லி ஐ ஸ்டார்ட் சூன். டு செக் மை பிக்சர்ஸ், அப்போதான் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ when you get time to check my pictures, நானும் உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கிறேன்.
Mom, what background theme you like the most?
Plain background. If it is white, it can be any color, but preferably white. Since it's baby, it's always white. Plain backdrop in the main subject, tuck and pop would be very nice. I'll show you a picture. How's this picture? Does it have any backdrop or anything? I'll show you this picture. So which one you like most? This one. Right? So that's the reason you always go for minimal portraits to automatically enhance your picture. So anything else? Okay. So thank you. It's so nice meeting you all. I'm glad that you all maybe one person went to that thing.
Yes, right.
So one person knowledge will come baby photography. So I'm so happy to be here, and thank you so much. ஒரு பெரிய ஸ்டேஜ் ஃபியர் கூட இருக்கு. ஸோ ஐ ஆல்வேஸ் நீட் அ புஷ். யூ ஒன்ட் பிலீவ் மீ, நான் என்னென்னலாம் ரீசன்ஸ் கொடுக்கலாம் ஸ்கிப் பண்ணுறதுக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். ஸோ ஆல் கிரெடிட் கோஸ் டு கண்ணனா அண்ட் ஸ்ரீதேவி மேம். ஸோ புஷிங் நீ வந்து பண்ணு ஒன்றும் ஆகாது, பயப்படாது, இல்லை ஒன்றும் இருக்காது, இட்ஸ் ஒன்லி வெரி இன்ஃபார்மல் அதெல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். தேங்க்யூ. Lovely meeting you all.
Innocent smiles and dramatic heartaches are bag full of emotions waiting to be spilled out. So freeze those moments and frame them on your wall before they grow up and become too tall. I take this opportunity to thank ma'am for sharing a wonderful experience with us here. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Lovely meeting you all.